Alright, pardon the rain, but I wanted to do this. Got rid of the water setup because the hydrangeas are a pain in the butt, the fact that they cease to exist after a couple of days. Which I understand it's because of the infinite water source. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up a new system here. We're going to use... I made a couple of... Where are they? Here they are, the endoflames. We're going to do the endoflames instead. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up an automated system for feeding endoflames. So let's start with a pressure plate. I made a bunch of everything because I didn't know how much I was going to need. Put a pressure plate here. This is going to be where we drop the fuel for the endoflame, okay? And then we're going to run redstone this way. And we're going to put a slab, I think, here. That is wrong way slab. Let's try this again. Let's go here. Nope. Gotta get these the slabs. I like that we can go sideways with the slabs. I'm just not sure how to turn them right, to be honest. It's always confusing to me. So let's try, if we put a slab here and then there, like that. That'll work. Alright, so there is that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run, I'm thinking back this way, like that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that lights that up. Okay, so the top of this then has that. And then we can put a repeater here, I think. No? What we want to do is we want to take this open crate. And if you look at an open crate, it is basically living wood like this. And the book describes it as a crate with a hole in the bottom of it. Period. The end. It's just a crate with a hole in the bottom of it. So what we want to do is we want that guy to go there. And then if we take a hopper and we feed into that crate, the way it works is if we drop something in the hopper, for example, it feeds it to the crate and then the crate drops it, right? But if we put a piece of oak in there, it's going to keep doing it. But that's because we need a hopper. I think we need a redstone so you can go across the top of the hopper too, for this to know when to disable, right? So let's take all that out. Let's put oak plate into there. He drops that. Now if we put that into there, he doesn't drop that until that gets picked up. And then the next thing gets dropped. And so this will basically keep it feeding as long as there's nothing in there, okay? Now we need to feed into said hopper, and that's where we brought out this guy. Wait, I think I need to make a second hopper. Hold on. Didn't make a second hopper. Need another hopper. Hopper. Bam. Alright, we got him. Thought we needed the repeater, but I found a different design online. This design, which was better. Now to feed into this hopper, what we need to do is go like this. Bam. Right? And then onto this hopper, we could do a hopper bonsai tree. Like this. And then we can get a piece of dirt. I don't have a piece of dirt. Probably a sapling too. Probably gonna need a sapling. Dang it, that's not how you do that. Let's try that again. It goes right in like that. Oh, I do have sapling. I did bring the sapling. Okay. And then we take this oak sapling. We put this oak sapling here. And let's just go ahead and feed this some stuff. You see how that works? Now what happens is you can put down these hydrangeas, which work in a 7x7 area, right? Yeah, I don't want. See, that's picking it up. I'm sorry, not the hydrangeas. These are endoflames. We take the endoflames and we go like this, 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 this. This will be 1, 2, 3. Can make a couple more endo flames now. What's happening is these are eating that wood as it drops, right? And as they eat the wood, each one will eat one. This guy will then, he'll then power this guy. So let me grab my wand real quick. So we can aim those at the right thing. Let me also go ahead, I'm gonna seed this hopper so he only gets logs, basically. I don't want him getting anything in there from this bonsai tree that isn't logs. So all the leaves and all the rest of that nonsense can go away. So we'll do it like that, right? And then so he should just fill up with logs, and he'll start feeding logs into that. Oof, that is quick. It is burning through those quick, isn't it? Huh, interesting. Oh, you know what? It's feeding into that guy too. That's right. Okay, so we need more logs because we got to seed both hoppers with just logs to make sure that the only thing that comes from the bonsai pot is the logs. So let me grab more of these. You might notice I always grab a half a stack. That way I don't mess with my stacks. Alright, now if we go into you, we're going to replace you with that. And we're going to replace you with that. I'm going to take half of these. Uh-oh. Dang it! Freaking creepers. I swear. Thankfully the creepers in this pack aren't as vicious as regular creepers. I mean, they do spread and turn into multiple creepers, but those baby creepers are one shot at least. Alright, give me half of that. I'm gonna put that there. That's that guy seated. Let's look at this guy. He's gonna need to be seated too. So we're gonna go across like this. Like that. We'll need more to seat him, keep him seated. One sec. I'm just gonna trash these. I don't need those extras. Give me you. Don't need the sticks. Give me you. So this thing might end up burning all of that, but I think it'll burn sticks anyways. So if we take you and we go across like this, and then we take you, we go across like this, replace you, replace you. Yeah, I mean, it may end up feeding sticks and leaves to this guy, but I don't think that matters. I think he'll burn all of that in the end. I just really want it to only do these so that we can keep. We may have to do another one here, but let's get this guy. Him aimed at him. 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 And him aimed at him. So everybody's feeding into this mana pool, and you can see the mana pool is starting to go up now. And so this is, we'll probably do another bonsai on the other side here, and then we can make sure that we keep this guy fed with logs, basically, so he's always just feeding logs, because logs give you more fuel obviously than planks or sticks or leaves or any of that. So that's probably what I'll do, is I'll get another hopper bonsai pot, place it on this side, and try to keep it seated with logs if I can. So the problem is I think this might fill up with sticks before too long. So anyways, that's how you automate this. And then this will go forever because the endo flames don't die after a while. And it looks like they're doing pretty decent on mana. So not too bad. So just in case you guys have wondered how I've been getting ore, I made myself a hammer. It's the same thing as the Tinker hammer. It's a 3x3. The blueprint looks like this, and you basically knock out 3x3 where you go. So this one's mostly iron, just because iron is something I can use to repair. And you can see it's just, you go. The only difference between this one and the one like in Tinker's is I've noticed that this one doesn't pop everything around it. Only pops the hardest, it looks like the hardest ore. So if I was to do this, it would miss these, as you could see. But if I do these, it'll get the stone around it. Give it just a second here. I changed tools somehow. Here we go. This is better. You notice it got the stone around it, but this is harder than that, so it didn't get that. So basically, if you can, try to hit the ones that are the harder version of the ore if it's in the middle, unless you're worried about having nice clean lines, and then you can do like that and go down the line and kind of pop everything yourself manually. But yeah, this is a good way to go and hunt diamonds by hand. I noticed a video yesterday about auto mining with Create, like how to build an auto mining device, and we'll probably get into that before too long once we get ore creation underhand here. We finish getting the orchid made, and we'll check that out, and then we'll move on to that. So, but I just wanted to point this out because basically, as you can see, with this long tunnel down here, I've been down here mining off camera whenever I get a chance. Okay, so another thing I've been doing off camera is setting this up. This is my mana tower, I'm gonna call it. It's just a platform I built over here out of the way, some stairs up, and then you have these crosses of endo flames, and that's what we were using over there. And they're basically set up like we did the other one, except I've got 4 of them here, and it's just a bonsai hopper feeding into a regular hopper, which feeds into a open crate, which then drops a piece of wood. And I've seeded all of these with oak, so that the only thing that goes in here are logs. And it drops a log, hits that pressure plate, which then sends a redstone signal into this block, turning off this torch, which then turns on the torch attached to this block above it, which that torch on then cuts the signal from this, so it won't drop any more logs into the open crate until that gets eaten up by an endo flame. And you can see they're all running. They all look good. As soon as one of them uses its fuel, it'll eat that, whichever the closest guy next to it is, allowing the next log to be dropped. So basically this is a self-contained mana building system. I don't have to worry about redoing it after they die the way like the water ones are. It's a little more work than the water one, but worth it because now it's fully self-contained. Plus, with it being the 4 together, you can see that my mana fountain has filled up. My mana pool has filled up quite a bit. So that's good. So we should be ready then to start moving on to the next part of this. And we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so I want to get more mana out of this, which means we need more pools to store mana, but we need to have a way to where to place that. So what I'm going to do is on these 4 corners, I'm going to put posts, and we're going to put another mana pool on each corner. And then we're going to see if we can put a spreader from that to each of these. That way we can then have, you know, 5 times the amount of mana that we've got. Dang it, I fell off the wall. So what we'll do is we'll see if we can get this to work. Because right now he's claiming all the mana, but then it fills up, and I need my wand. And we're gonna need mana spreaders, which we made a couple more of those. And I'm thinking maybe like this. Let's see. He's trying to send it where? Let's go shift, right click. Wait, that's bind mode. Function, bind mode. Let's break this out real quick because I don't know how to get it to rotate back, to be quite honest. If we put this here, I don't know what's happening to my mana. Alright, shift, right click on him. Shift, right click on him. So he should start sending mana over here from the main pool. Yes, is that what's happening? Looks like it. Looks like it. This guy, yeah, okay. Should be okay. So let's put another one here. Well, let's go shift right click on him. And shift right click on him. And they're also pulling out of the other flowers too. So any of these flowers that have mana in their buffers are going to be going into these. So this should be okay, I think. Alright, shift right click him. Shift right click him. And finally, you. Shift right click you. Shift right click you. Alright, so now we've got like a bunch of mana being collected here. I cut this out last time because of space, but let's kill this beetle. I killed one of these already. They drop chitin and I want to make a set of their armor because it looks pretty. They jump at you and butt bump you. They're kind of tough because they're going to hit you with the butt. So you want to get them in the face. Especially if you can do a power attack like this. But if you can get them on a cliff, usually you can get them before they get their butt turned around at you. Because they do knock you around. They don't do too much damage, but they're a pain. They take a lot of damage. Come on. There we go. And then they drop chitin. And you can use that to make a set of armor later on. I don't know why they started spawning over here, but they have, but that's okay. Alright, so now we should have a bunch of mana being made here. These are all starting to fill up. So we'll see how long it takes all this. It's going to burn through this wood a lot quicker. So you may have to come back and reseed. Because, see, it'll just keep dropping and these will keep burning wood until they get these pools filled. But once they're filled, you should be good to go. And this middle guy over here, he is full. So yeah, we're doing a good job here. Okay, so back on the list here. We've got these runes handled. We can make that. We got all of that. We need pixie dust, which means we need an elven gateway. So we need to make an elven gateway, which living wood and terrasteel. Terrasteel's the catch. How do we make terrasteel? Well, I have an entry here for terrasteel in the book, and it looks like we need a bunch of lapis. We need a block of mana steel, and that's just throwing iron in the mana pool. You get mana steel. And we're gonna need a rune of mana. So the rune of mana is a new one that we haven't made. So let's look at that. Rune of mana. And the rune of mana is mana steel, 5 of them, and a mana pearl. Okay, easy enough. Mana steel, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've been killing any and all enders I see, so I have 2 pearls here. I'm gonna go ahead and do them both because I think we need 2 mana pearls as we go forward. So we're gonna go ahead and mana those guys up real quick. And I think we're gonna build a stair system over here eventually to get up to these guys up here. But for now, I'm just gonna put this block down like this. And I should be able to just chuck these in here and they turn into mana pearls just like that. Alright, let's get rid of that for the moment. And then we can go down here to our rune, which actually needs to be moved. So I'm gonna move my rune over here and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I made 2 more mana spreaders and you put them adjacent to the pool and then they send mana where you want. So that's the secret. They have to be adjacent to the pool. And then I just aim them at the runic altar here. So now we should be able to make what we need to make, which is with this. Well, we need that out. With this and one of these. So I should be able to now go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. And we're just waiting on it to fill up. It's going to take it a few minutes here because these weren't full yet. We're probably draining them off. So we'll wait and see what's going on here. Alright, had to run back inside and get living rock, because we need living rock to make this rune. So we come over here. All that really cool looking stuff is floating there. We take our living rock, we set it on there. Bam, and then we should be done. It's fully charged. Bam, now we have a rune of mana. And we need fire, water, earth, air mana. And we're going to need a block of Terrasteel. I've got lapis because I've been collecting that. So I think we needed that for this next thing. So I think for the mana, that thing there, we need to throw in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because we need a block of mana steel. And some of it fell on the ground, which is annoying because it went out as a stack. Try that again. We did give a 6. 1, 2, 3. Toss that in there. We do it with Q. 1, 2, 3. And now we can take that. We can go make us a Terrasteel plate with all of that. Run back here real quick. I called a bunch of the chickens so I could get some more feathers. So that's a thing. And then you go here. Oop-a-doop-a-doop. Bam. Now we just need to make a Terrasteel plate. Where are you? Terrasteel plate. Let me look at my book again real quick. TA plate. Alright, so I think we have to do this manually. So lapis, and then it's water and earth on the left, fire and air on the right, mana in the middle. So if we go 1, 2, 3, put you here, water and earth here, fire and air here, and mana there, and bam, now we have a Terrasteel plate. Now, how we use this apparently is, I guess that's lapis, so I'm gonna need to make more lapis blocks, I think. And then we put it with living rock and lapis. What goes in the middle? What is that? What are you supposed to be? Cherry wood? No, doesn't say. Huh. Is that lapis or no? It's living rock. Okay. Okay. So we need 5 living rock and 4 lapis blocks. It looks like I've got extra lapis here. So just need to make 3 blocks. We're gonna have to go mining lapis soon. We get this done, we shouldn't have to mine too much at least, because this will start creating ores for us. And then we're gonna have to set up a way to auto mine it as well. So that'll be a whole nother fun thing to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and some stone and some cobble. I'm gonna go out here real quick and set up another spot for this, probably opposite of that. Probably out that way, and I'll be right back when that's done. Okay, so before we do this next part, I'm doing filling a mana tablet. Now, a mana tablet is basically a mana pearl, or actually it's a mana diamond because we didn't have an extra pearl. A mana diamond and living rock, and it goes into this tablet and it fills this tablet up. So you can see I've drained off this pool here, and now we can pick that up hopefully. When we take a look at it, it's full. Okay, and what we can do, and the reason we're doing that is because this next process is super slow, and you can despawn. I read that items can despawn before it finishes. So what we've got going on is we made our living rock and lapis checkerboard. We put our amalgamation plate on the top of it. And then we're going to take a piece of Terrasteel, a mana diamond, and a mana pearl. That was that last mana pearl we had. And we go like that. And then we should just be able to shift right click it or left click it, or I'm not sure how you use this mana here. Do we click it on there? I don't know. How do we use this mana tablet? Oh, okay. So I think what we actually have to do is we have to use it to fill. It's used to fill one of these pools up. So if we take this and we put it in here. And then we turn this guy. Let's do shift right click so he actually dumps in there. And we go like that. Hang on. We go like that. Get in there. Come on. Like that. And now if we look, he should be filling up. Yeah, see how he's filling up? And we need about half a pool of mana to complete this effect. That's what I read. Okay, this is taking its time, and I hate to lose the mana that we've dumped into it, but I'd rather that than lose the pearl. So we gotta figure out what the heck is going on with that. The book mentions something called a spark. So let's see what that is. And it looks like spark is there. Spark augment, I don't know what any of this stuff is. Spark tinkerer. But a spark is 2 blaze powder, a gold nugget, and looks like some mushrooms. Or really looks like anything. So we got blaze rods when we went to the nether. Get back up here. So we get that. We'll make some blaze powder out of that. We need gold. So I think I have some gold here. Let's cook a gold real quick. Boom. So we can make some nuggets. You go in there. There's my 2 blaze powder. Give me 2 of those. Where's that gold at? Gold, gold. Who's got the gold? Did I not just cook a gold? Oh, I see. I had this in here. That's why. Put that iron away real quick. Come on. Hurry up. And boom. Alright. Throw that up in here. Make some nuggets. And then let's make a spark. Bam. Now we got a spark. So we're going to try and place it on this center mana pool. Right? Aha. So shift right clicking the spark looks like it should. There we go. Alright, we're going to put this spark on the augment instead. So you can see he's floating up there. So now we can do these. We can do one of these, one of these, one of these. And supposedly within a 25 by 25 by 25, he should pull mana in from anywhere that he can get to mana. So we should be able to see mana drained out of all these other pools. I'm gonna put these this way. I don't think that matters, but just in case. So he's pulling all the mana out of these guys here. He should be anyways. Alright, 2 more sparks made. I'm gonna see about placing them on here and placing them on here. This is where we put the most of our mana. And now let's do this, this, and this. Aha! See, he's yanking the magic out now. These pools should be draining off like crazy. They are. So this will probably do it then. So instead of doing mana spreaders, use sparks. And bam. Like that, we've got Terrasteel finally. Nice. Okay. That's very cool. So I might do away with these mana spreaders. And just use sparks going forward over the mana pools themselves, and then anywhere we need a spark, it'll pull it out of the pools. So I think that might be the better way to go. So I might leave these here to keep powering the outside pools, but I think we'll get rid of the ones in the corners, and we'll just put sparks over each of the pools. So I think that might be the best way to go. Cool. Alright, now that we have that, we can make our Elven Gateway.